Jacob Van Rokel welcoming you back to Sutter Health Park for the home half of the second inning. Omar Cruz ready for his second inning of work. Pitched a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. Now Devin Mann, the righty, ready to lead things off for Sacramento. Third baseman hitting .314 on the season with 1 home run and 13 RBIs. Cruz comes set on the mound, glove on the shoulder, fires the first pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. 92-mile-an-hour fastball to start the inning for Cruz. That heater was effective in the first inning, led to a couple strikeouts already for the left-hander. He's set, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul behind home plate as it sails up to the sweet level here at Sutter Health Park. Rivercats trailing 3-1 in this series as we enter Game 5 of 6 between Sacramento and El Paso. Chihuahuas ahead 1-0 early here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch below the zone for ball 2. Devin Mann in this series so far, 4 for 8 with a couple RBIs and also 4 walks. Patient at the plate so far. Ahead 2 balls and a strike as Cruz comes set. Fires the pitch. Outside for ball 3. Another fastball that misses arm side. Brett Wisely, the man on deck for Sacramento. No runners allowed so far by Cruz. Toes the rubber and fires a 3-1. Fastball that catches the inside edge for strike 2 called. Count runs full now between Omar Cruz and Devin Mann. Picked up in late April of this year by the Cats. Cruz is set, the payoff pitch. Just a bit inside, ball 4. And Devin Mann will jog down the first as the first runner of the game for your Rivercats. 5th walk of the series for Mann. And he's aboard to start the inning as Brent Wisely, the lefty shortstop, comes up next for Sacramento. Wisely has the average sitting at .215, has 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. The first pitch misses low and away. Wisely has some good speed, and the third baseman, Brasa, well aware he's playing with his toes on the infield grass. They will play depth for Dungan and Mondu. Here's the 1-0. Inside and downstairs for ball 2. After an effective opening inning for Cruz, struggling with his command now in the bottom of the second. Behind 2-0 to Wisely, the pitch. Bit outside for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on Brett Wisely. Devin Mann led off the inning just moments ago with a walk. And Daniel Johnson, the man on deck for Sacramento. Cruz is ready, the 3-0. Catches the bottom of the zone. It was a quick pitch motion there from Omar Cruz, who's pitching out of the stretch with a runner aboard, but that was a little extra spice in his delivery to the plate. Earned him a strike in the count. Still 3-1 on Wisely. And he throws over to first base as Mann goes back standing safely. Devin Mann, the third baseman, not a threat on the base pass so far this year for Sacramento. Cruz comes set on the mound. A 3-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive that gets by the first baseman, Brooks, and this one rolling all the way to the corner. Around second, hitting for third is Devin Mann. He'll get the stop sign there, and it's a 2-bagger for Brett Wisely. And Sacramento has 2 in scoring position to lead off the second. Former Rivercat Trenton Brooks had about a split second to dive to his right and try to snag that baseball. Unable to do so, and it rolled all the way to the corner at Sutter Health Park. And by the time Johnson got it to the infield, Sacramento had men on second and third with nobody out for Daniel Johnson. Another lefty in the lineup. The first pitch is in there for strike 1. Daniel Johnson playing well in one of his first series here at Sutter Health Park. Was picked up earlier this month by the Cats, and he's 6 for 14 versus El Paso. Check swing on the 0-1, and it's fouled away towards the Rivercats dugout. Daniel Johnson behind 0-2. El Paso leads it 1-0, and it's also just the bottom of the second inning. So their infield is playing back to traditional depth, taking an out for a run. Cruz is set, the 0-2. Below the zone, a good take by Johnson on a fastball, low and away. A ball and 2 strikes on the Vallejo native, Daniel Johnson. Omar Cruz is ready on the rubber. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Just misses the outside edge, and a challenge coming here from the catcher, Duran. Rodolfo Duran will use the first challenge of the game as we turn our attention to the center field scoreboard, and that pitch did catch the outside edge. So ring up Daniel Johnson on strikes on a successful challenge for El Paso and Rodolfo Duran. So now with 1 gone in the inning, here comes the infield in for El Paso. Everybody with their toes in the turf as Max Stassi to bat next for the Cats, the righty catcher. The pitch from Cruz produces a swing and a miss for strike 1. Stassi hitting .258 in AAA this year, 1 home run, 15 RBIs, as he makes his second appearance of this series, just 1 for 2 so far. The 0-1, outside, ball 1. Max Stassi has spent some time in the major leagues, most notably with the Los Angeles Angels, and then was picked up by the Cats in November of 2024. A 1-1 pitch. Fastball below the zone for ball 2. Omar Cruz bends down to get some dirt off the mound as he's struggled with his command here in the bottom of the second inning. The lefty comes set. Here's a 2-1 pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. Good fastball over the outer half. And the count runs even on Max Stassi. Stassi, another California kid, grew up in Woodland. Now playing here with the Rivercats in Sacramento. Cruz is set on the mound. A 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts with men on second and third. And now Omar Cruz an out away from getting through this inning unscathed. 4th strikeout of the game already for Omar Cruz. So Brett Wisely still on second, Devin Mann on third. And it's up to Jake Lamb, the lefty designated hitter, to get Sacramento on the board. Lamb hitting .238 on the year, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. Pitch from Cruz in there, called strike 1. Fastball at 92 gets him ahead in the count. And a big moment early here at Sutter Health Park. Cruz is set, the 0-1. Upstairs, curveball at 76. Never spun its way home. Jake Lamb, strong start to the series. 3 for 6, including a walk. Trying to score 2 here with a line drive to the outfield. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Close one at the knees of the 6'3" Jake Lamb. And he's now behind in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs here in the home half of the second. Cruz is set on the rubber. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. Sacramento, after a leadoff walk and a double, can't bring anybody home. 5 Ks early for Omar Cruz. Cats stay scoreless as we enter the third in a 1-0 ball game.